When I was a little girl, my grandma used to take me to a little one-room country church about a mile down the road from where we lived. Since the congregation was so small, we had a hard time keeping a preacher, so we didn't know from one Sunday to the next who he was going to be. But I remember one in particular called Preacher Barry. Since he didn't make much money pastoring our little church, he drove a taxi during the week, and he'd been known to be put in jail on numerous occasions for being intoxicated to the point of downright drunkenness. But he had this wonderful sing-songy voice, like a lot of those old-fashioned country preachers, and when he preached, it almost sounded like he was singing you a song. And one of the last sermons I remember went something like this. I want to talk to you today about the gospel of Jesus, the Spirit of the Lord gave to Apostle Paul. He said, I've got some bad news and I've got some good news. The bad news is that I've been preaching all wrong, been beating you down. I've been wrong, bless Jesus. It talks right here about reconciliation. It was God in Christ reconciling and restoring the world to himself and forgiving us all. Don't you see what that means? That's the good news. Bless Jesus, your debts have been paid. He's canceled them. He's not holding them against us anymore. Hallelujah. There's no more condemnation if you've been born again. Ain't that shouting ground, shouting people? Hallelujah. Begging and a pleading ain't no way to praise the Lord. Let him lose and let him love you. Hallelujah. Don't you know he loves you and he died for us all? I said, don't you know he loves you and he died for us all? Then old Brother Barry stopped dead in his tracks, wiped the sweat off of his brow, and pulled out a little wooden cross with a man hanging on it. Tears rolled out of his eyes, and he held it up and said, how can you sit there with a blank look on your face, so unconcerned? How can you sit there without tears in your eyes? Have you ever loved anybody that much? Could you willingly give your life for somebody else? When he gave the invocation that Sunday, all 28 people attending went down to the altar, even 2 or 3 who had gotten saved the last Sunday. Well, I read in the paper a few years later that Preacher Barry had been drinking too much one night and driving too fast, and he had a wreck and was killed instantly. But you know, I'll bet you he's sober in heaven, and I'll bet you he's free of that habit. I can just hear him right now preaching that same sermon to the angels. Oh, shout it, shout it, shout it, shout it.